whoever made this shit need to be slapped. Well, I made this. All right, so check it out, y'all. Welcome back to Kitchen Culture. And today, let me tell you, we got a Soul Food Sunday banger for you today, all right? So we're gonna be doing some smothered pork chops over rice with some Southern Fried Cabbage. And y'all, the best part about it is you ain't gotta break the bank to do this. You can feed your whole family plus a couple of cousins and your neighbors for just $40, all right? So if you wanna make this along with me, hit the description box below. All the ingredients is listed there. And then also, while you're there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be kept up to date and tapped in with all the recipes coming your way, all right? Let's go ahead and get into it though.
I do my thing in the kitchen. My name is Cord, I'm for the culture, and I'm here with a vision. We here to talk, chop it up. They say the odds are stacked against us. We ain't seen that bet. And the things we do in kitchens, y'all ain't seen that shit. Yes, Lord, let me talk. Listen, man, we here for a good time, not a long time. Matter of fact, we here for a great time. You now turned into Kitchen Culture Podcast.
All right, so the price of the flour, $1.69. So we'll just say $1.80 after taxes, right? Vegetable oil, $4.
That's how much it costs?
$3.99.
Dang. Stuff is expensive.
Stuff.
People just say stuff casually. Lemonade's $5. Wait a minute.
But $49 or $1.50 for the chicken broth.
Oh, okay. See, the way we used to get beat when we was kids for not eating our food is the way our kids need to get beat nowadays. Because it costs way too much. What you mean you eat that? I'm about to go get a switch. I think my mom used to set timers.
Timers? What's your timers?
Yeah, I think she had like one of them like literal ones. You like the for real. Yeah, bro. I need therapy, man. I grew up.
I was about to say, brother, I'm sorry.
Beef bacon.
Okay. Not gonna hold you. Beef bacon. This is $8. You can for sure get some regular bacon for probably like $4 or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, the cost to not eat pork is crazy, but that's a that's a contradiction.
Wait, the pork was cheaper?
That's a contradiction.
Oh, because I know, right?
Like,
he did hit them with the beef bacon with the pork chops.
It's like, ugh.
We got standards.
I care a little bit. Okay. All right, so the bacon, $4.50.
$4.50. Yeah, that's better than $8. The beef bacon has some audacity.
All right, so look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm a person of convenience when I cook, so I'm getting the pre-sliced jalapeno sausage. This is like $4.45 or something like that. Or you can get this for $1 cheaper and cut it up yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I just spent about $42, you know, for everything. So it's enough pork chops to feed about 6 to 7 people. So I mean, that comes out about $6, $7 a serving, plus the cabbage. And we got some rice. I don't know nobody that don't have rice at home, but I mean, a bag of rice is probably like $2. You know what I'm saying? And also not counting the seasoning. But, then also had to give my baby some flowers too. So just whenever you see the video, you'll see this.
Aw.
Yeah. Aw. Yeah, she loves roses. So I try to do that every now and again. You know what I'm saying? All right, so y'all, smothered pork chops is like one of the easiest things you can do once you get it down. It's just a few simple steps, all right? So look, we got 6 bone-in pork chops, kind of like about ½ an inch thick, all right? So all we're gonna do is season this up. We're gonna start off with some hot sauce, smoked paprika. Now, honestly, if you use regular paprika, you know, go ahead, but it don't taste like nothing. You feel me? It's literally just to add color to your dish. Smoked paprika, yeah, at least you'll get a little bit more benefit out of it that way. Add in some of that Cayenne. Now, don't go crazy with this. So this is cayenne pepper. And add just enough so it enhances the flavor. It gives you a little bit of a kick. Too much, and it's kind of over at that point. I ain't gonna lie to you. Add in some nature seasoning. And we're gonna add us some mustard. So it doesn't matter which kind you get. Where you get Dijon, yellow mustard. Not really too much matter. The mustard is really just a binder. Add in some garlic powder and onion powder. All right, so add us about 2 tablespoons of some all-purpose flour. Just go ahead, get up in here with your hands and mix everything around real good, all right? So the flour, we're doing it this way because we're not finna deep fry this or anything like that. So it's okay if you do this in the actual mix itself. So this is about how your pork chop gonna be looking once it's done, all right? So make sure you got that seasoning all over. All right, so first things first with your cabbage. So you got this rough outer exterior. We're gonna wanna remove that because that's not really gonna cook down too well. So we're gonna move that, throw it to the side. Then from here, we're gonna cut part of the core off. Go ahead and flip that thing over. And then we're just gonna work this down. Make sure you got you a very sharp knife, obviously, because we kind of need that. And we're gonna cut off some of this as well. Also, very rough. So we want to cut out that core. Okay, then from there, all we're gonna do is just cut this into little sections. Now, of course we're gonna wash this, you feel me? But I mean, washing the outer exterior, which we're not gonna eat, no point in that. So go ahead and set this into a bowl. Now, of course, the thinner that you slice this, the faster it's gonna cook. And if you like thicker pieces, you know what I mean, go about it that way. But I'm slicing mine about like maybe a quarter to half an inch thick. So we got us half a slab of bacon. I'm gonna suggest, instead of cooking these whole, go ahead and slice these up into the bite-sized pieces now, ahead of time, so that way it cooks faster. All right, so we got our skillet heated up, and we're gonna hit this with a little avocado oil. So go ahead and lay your pork chops on in. We're not looking to necessarily cook these 100% all the way through, because we're gonna finish these off in the oven. We're gonna let these go for about 3 to 4 minutes each side. This is what we're looking like with the pork chops right here, all right? It's not done yet. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and set this aside on the plate. Drop in some unsalted butter, and we're gonna add us in 4 tablespoons of some all-purpose flour. So we're gonna go ahead and get that flour worked into this butter, and we just gonna keep stirring this around until the butter starts to brown to the desired color that you want. And we want this a little bit more melanated than, say, like, you want this more color. This process might take you about 5 to 10 minutes, so just be patient. We're gonna go ahead and add in some sliced onions. And don't be shy with your onions, you know? Season up your onions, so we're gonna come in with some of the same stuff we use. Nature seasoning. Gravy is a simple thing, so don't overdo it. We're gonna add in a little bit of hoochie. Add in black pepper. Now, black pepper is gonna be heavy in a gravy, but within reason now. All right, so we're gonna let this go for about 3-4 minutes. We just wanna get these onions softened up some. And I mean, of course, they're gonna cook once we throw them in the oven too. So add in 4 cups of some chicken broth. We got our mixture up to a rolling boil here. So what we're gonna do is just turn this down and let it simmer for about 5-10 minutes, so that way it can thicken up a little bit. All right, so when we throw this in the oven, this is gonna thicken up even more. Look at that, boom. All right. So while waiting on that to finish up, you gotta tap in with my cookbook, Kitchen Culture. All right, the best big bag cookbook on the market. I mean, it ain't all big bag recipes. It's like a good 3 vegetable recipes. You know, I kind of felt like I overdid a little bit, but just let me put you on real quick. So it's all sorts of recipes up in this thing. So you got some buffalo chicken sliders up in there, honey chipotle garlic shrimp, you know what I mean? Cocktails, hey, that's me. Some basil garlic lamb chops, deep fried ribs, you know what I'm saying? It's all sorts of stuff in here, from deep fried goodness to holiday meals, mac and cheese, cocktails. The possibilities is endless. But look, grab you a copy of the book through my YouTube shop or hit the description box below. But back to the recipe though. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add these into your pot of choice, or you can add it into the skillet that you cook the gravy in if it's wide enough. But since I'm doing 6 pork chops, we're doing it this way. Go ahead and add everything on into your pot. Yes, Lord. Drop your bay leaf on in. Cover this one up with a lid. Throw this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. So we're gonna add our jalapeno sausage on in. Dump your bacon on in. And the same thing, we're gonna cook this down to your desired melanation. Now what we're gonna do is drop some diced onions in, adding your diced peppers. We want the whole red, orange, yellow, green, all of them. A healthy tablespoon of some melanated sugar. Add us a little Sazon. Apparently that's the right way to say it. I never knew that until people in my comments kept correcting me. But I always knew it as Sazon. Same thing to me. I apologize if I offend anybody, but yeah, Sazon. A little garlic powder. Maybe a lot. Add in some liquid smoke. A little pinch of some crushed red pepper. And a little bit of nature seasoning. So right there, we want to go light on that. Just in case if you need to add more later. But you can't unsalty a salty dish. So start low and go slow. So you're going to go ahead and add in your cabbage that we cut up earlier. All right, it's about to escalate real quick from here, y'all. Now, some people I know they use water, a little bit of water in a skillet. You honestly, you really don't need to do that because cabbage already creates its own water. You know what I mean? So you're just making it kind of when watery. But by all means, if that's how your granny taught you how to make it, then continue to do it that way. But in all honesty, you really ain't got it. I ain't trying to come for nobody, big mama, auntie, nothing like that. Just spreading the knowledge. Add in 2 tablespoons of some unsalted butter. Right. Cover that thing on up with a lid, and we're gonna let this do its thing for about 8 minutes. So after that 8 minutes or so, go ahead and then just go ahead and get everything tossed around real good. You want to make sure everything's well incorporated. Another thing, boy, the house should be smelling by goodness, mother. Cover that back on up. We're gonna let that go for another 6 minutes, or until perfectly fork tender. Ooh, yeah, this is what it should be looking like once it's done. All right. If you want to cook it as long because you want it softer, I mean, cool. But I like just a slight, ever so slight, kind of crunch almost, you know, but very tender. All right. Okay, look. This pepper sauce is one of them things. If you know, you know. You don't gotta add it, but we're gonna add this just for a little couple of do. It's not gonna make it overly spicy. I was like, damn. There you go. Take that beautiful pork chop, set that thing on top. Yee. You know, a little greenery to finish it off. All right, only thing we missing now is some cornbread, but we ready. Seasoned to perfection, even. Only gotta miss some cornbread. Y'all want a recipe for that too? Let me know in the comments. Oh yes, Lord. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right.
That was the quietest thing I've ever heard.
Right. It said.
Not even. That mother said.
Bro, I had a brain fart.
That mother did a little. I don't know, man. At least that last part, you can't.
So we finna be doing some. It's like my brain just shut off.
Wait.
Alright, break.
Yo, that playback is gonna be hilarious.
Yes, Lord, let me talk. You tune into the Chef Core in the kitchen. We here for a good time, not a long time. Matter of fact, we here for a great time. Yes, Lord, let me talk.